Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Mia and today I am going to be showing you some underrated products that I'm obsessed with, but I don't really use them on camera as often, or I just think that there's certain products here that don't get enough credit basically, so I thought I'd show you. You always ask me like my day-to-day products, so these are some specific favourites that I'm absolutely loving at the moment. So hopefully you enjoy this video, and if you do, please remember to like, subscribe and hit the bell to make sure you miss none of my future videos. Remember, I post every Wednesday and Sunday 8:30 PM, so be sure to tune in for that. And without further ado, if you want to see all my favourites at the moment, then keep on watching. Let's jump straight into it. So at the moment, I don't know about you, but in winter my skin can go really dry and flaky, so I tend to try and use as many cream products on my face as possible. So the main few that I'm loving at the moment, these two together are absolutely fantastic, these two products. So they're both from the drugstore, which is amazing. So this is the Maybelline Dream Urban Cover and this is the L'Oreal True Match, and these two are incredible. They're both good alone, this one more so. I do really enjoy this alone, but this one I prefer to mix with foundations, whether it's mixing with my Maybelline Superstay, whether it's with the L'Oreal True Match. But these two together for winter are absolutely perfect. The Dream Urban Cover is more of a, it says full coverage, but I wouldn't really describe it as full coverage. It adds coverage when mixed. But it's quite glowy. It adds a nice glow and dew, whereas this one does have a little bit more coverage, but again they're both not very full coverage, which I really enjoy because it doesn't look cakey. It looks super nice, and it just gives your skin the most beautiful finish. So if anyone's looking for a new foundation or they need to try a few out, again from the drugstore, have a look in Superdrug, because Superdrug do really good deals, sometimes like 3 for 2 mix and match, which is actually when I got these. I've been testing them out for a few months now, I think like 2 months actually, a couple of months, something like that, and they are absolutely amazing. They wear well. I have the shades in the L'Oreal True Match, I have the shade Golden Almond, and then in the Urban Cover I have the shade 116 Sesame. So these two are like my perfect shade for every day. Sometimes I'll add a little bit more of the Urban if I need it a little bit darker, because this is slightly darker than the L'Oreal True Match. So yeah, but as I say, great drugstore finds, and like I say, very cheap, very affordable, and amazing quality. I've said it before and I'll say it again, I think drugstore foundations are honestly 9 times out of 10 better than high-end ones. For the price, I'd go drugstore every day. But moving on, we have concealer actually, and I have probably mentioned this a few times on my channel, but I've recently fell back in love with it and I don't know why. I just picked it up randomly to use the other day. At first I wasn't really a big lover of this. I think I'd seen everyone use it and I was like, why do I not like this product? It would crease on me, it'd look cakey and thick. I was like, I don't understand. I must have got this like a year ago, which I don't even know if you're supposed to keep it that long. Oh yeah, you can. 2 years. But it would just never work on me. I'm not joking. I tried it every way possible and it just wasn't working. So I just didn't use it for ages. But like I say, the other day I just picked it up. I say the other day, it was like probably a month ago. I picked it up and I was like, do you know what? I'm just going to try you again. And I absolutely love it. I think what I was doing wrong was I think I was using too much of the product. Literally, this is so pigmented, and this is the Nars Soft Matte Complete Concealer, and it's honestly fantastic, whether it's for covering up spots, whether it's for actually under eye concealing. What I like to do with this is cover spots, great for that. I also like to do a little bit of under eye concealing, but I do a very light layer, and I just pat it on and then I put my concealer over top, and this almost like cancels out that them blue undertones. I'm obsessed with this product at the moment and I understand the hype now, I really do, because it leaves the most flawless full coverage finish ever. ever, and it's honestly, I think it's probably the best concealer I've found for spot touch-ups and stuff like that. And I am in the shade Custard, which is a little bit dark for my under eyes at the moment because obviously we're in winter, and I mean, I'm actually not pale at the moment. I did tan the other day, but I am getting a little bit more pale, so I would probably go a shade lighter because this is medium 1. So if I was to repurchase, which I probably need to do because I am running low, but you get a really good amount of products for how you use it. As I say, you don't need a lot at all, so I'd highly recommend this if you're looking for a new concealer. It's fantastic. Bit pricey, but opposite to the drugstore foundations, I do always think investing in a good concealer high end is a lot more beneficial than buying drugstore ones. I'm not the biggest lover of drugstore. There's not many that I absolutely love and would use like this, so I would say invest in a very good high-end concealer and you'll be done then. Can't go wrong. And another great thing I forgot to mention about this product is because it almost sets itself matte, you don't have to powder. I do very lightly, but as I was saying, for people with really dry skin, you don't have to set it. So that's another amazing point to this product. The next thing I want to mention is another cream product, of course. Something a little bit different actually. This is a P. Louise eyeshadow coloured base. So, for those of you who know, I love the P. Louise base shade 2. I use it pretty much for every eyeshadow look that I do. And I also am very fond of the colour bases. However, today I'm not talking about them for the eyes, I'm talking about them for the cheeks. Now, some of you may or may have not seen a video where I've done this technique before, but I did it with a different shade, but this shade is my favourite recently. It's the OTT Orange from the Basic Brights collection. You literally need the tiniest bit, honestly, the tiniest. A little dot goes so far. And then I use like a dual fibre brush or something like that, and I just dot it on and it's beautiful. Again, because you only use very little, it goes a long way. It almost dries itself. You can set it with another blush if you want. I sometimes leave it and it gives it a nice dewy finish, but it does set itself. They say they don't, but for this technique they do. If you're using this on the eyes, then definitely set it, otherwise it will crease. However, because it's on your cheek, it's not really a creasy area, so I'd say you're pretty safe to not set it if you don't want to, but you definitely can if you want to. It depends what mood I'm in. Sometimes I'll set it with like my Jordana t-shirt Fruit Punch. Them two together are perfect. Other times I'll just leave it. Like on a natural day like this, I would just leave it. I've not actually got it on today. I should have, but didn't think ahead. But I would usually just leave it without setting it. So there's so many different ways of using this, but they're just a great all-round product, like I say, on the eyes, on the cheeks, on the lips even. Fantastic product. But yeah, my favourite shade to use at the minute is the OTT Orange. But if you're into more like pink blushes, they have like Winter Rose, and if you're slightly darker skinned and you want something a bit more red, they have Rude Boy Red. So there's honestly so many shades. If you're a bit paler, they have the Cute and Coral. Honestly, there's so many options, so definitely check these out. Next thing, final thing for the actual face, is another cream product. It is cream contour. Now, I don't really want to advertise this palette as much, just simply because it's actually discontinued, which is really annoying because the formula of this is insane, and I don't know what I'm going to do when I run out, but you don't need a lot, so literally I use this like practically every day and I'm not even near hitting pan. However, when that day does come, I will be very sad. So Pretty Little Palettes, please bring this one back because it's fantastic. I'll tell you the name of it just in case. It's Pretty Little Palettes, the dark one, and it's just unreal. However, I just want to talk about cream contour in general. I know a lot of people like the Anastasia Beverly Hills one, cream contour kit. I know Mia, one of my friends, she uses the Huda Beauty cream contour, which is probably the one that I will try next once I finish this one. I know a lot of people that use the peaches and cream ones. Honestly, there's so many on the market these days, but I'm honestly in love with it. I think it's so beneficial, honestly. I remember when it first came around, I was like, is it really going to make that difference? But it's when people do it under your foundation. Now, I'm sorry, but I just don't think that works. Personally, doing the cream contour first before your foundation doesn't work for me. However, doing your foundation and then putting a light layer of cream contour on top, fantastic. I'm all about it. Another great way to have a nice dewy face, because you won't have to set it. You'll literally just have to set it, not, you know, pack powder on or anything like that to make your face matte. You could literally just go over with a tiny bit more bronzer just to set it in place, but it'll still have that dewy finish. I have a little bit on today, only very little, because obviously I've only got concealer on today, I've got no foundation, so I just got the concealer, a bit of cream contour, that's all I've got on, and I lightly set it with a little bit of the Clinique bronzer. But honestly, I just think it works fantastic, whether it's winter or summer. In summer it's gorgeous, it's so bronzy, but in the winter it's another great way to warm the face up. So anyone who isn't into cream contour already, I would highly recommend it. No matter what you use, try and find a good one. Like I said, the ones that I'd recommend, if you can get hold of that palette, then get that palette. If not, I'd say the Peaches and Cream, the Huda Beauty and the Anastasia Beverly Hills ones are definitely ones to look at. Now, the next product is lips. Now look at this bad boy. These are the new Doll Beauty lip liners, for those of you who don't know. So I actually got the big box of all of them. So there's 12 lip liners here, and they are all absolutely beautiful. There is literally a shade for everyone in here. They're all pretty much neutral, but they have like dark plum, they have pinky ones, like they're just stunning. I don't have a lot of colours that are in here, which is exactly why I decided to get the box, because I just thought, you know what, I need it. I actually need it. I know sometimes we say we need things and we don't, but I actually really felt like I needed this. And I'm so glad I got it, because the formula is unreal. Formula's unreal. Packaging is beautiful. Let me just get one out. So this is one, just for example. I'm so sorry, the sun's getting in the way a little bit. And then they are pencil, like actual pencil, so you just have to sharpen them, which is a lot more hygienic than like roll-up ones. Obsessed, and a great price. They're not too pricey. Like MAC ones are pretty expensive, but these formula wise are just as good as MAC. I think the packaging is so cute. There's so many nice colours, so I would definitely recommend taking a look at the new Doll Beauty lip liners. They have some new blushes coming out soon that I really want to try as well, so maybe that might be in an upcoming video. These are just incredible. I would recommend them to anyone and everyone. And the final product that I want to talk about today is actually another one from Doll Beauty, but it's actually their brushes. Now, I don't really tend to use them as much on camera, and in fact it's actually a bit mixed at the moment. They're not all Doll Beauty brushes. The black ones aren't Doll Beauty, and I've got a few missing. But these brushes are absolutely stunning. This is like what they're like. These are the goat hair ones, I think, and they're just pink with a little gold, with gold details. Honestly, the quality of these brushes are just out of this world. Honestly, they are so soft. The blendability is fantastic, whether it's for the eye brushes, for the face brushes. They're simply stunning. The packaging is great. Honestly, they do some great deals on Doll Beauty, so if no one's really ever been on them on their site or anything, definitely go and check them out, because they do have a lot of good offers on. In fact, go to their Instagram, I'd recommend, because they put a lot of their offers on the stories. Sometimes they do like buy a palette and get the brushes for like a discounted price. Honestly, Would highly recommend. I would literally get like a gift set just for the brushes, that's how good they are. They do them in synthetic as well if you prefer that, but like I say, mine are the goat hair ones and they are amazing, amazing. So yeah, I've been reaching for these a lot lately. I feel like I forgot about them for a bit, but then when I've like played with them again, I'm like, wow, just wow, absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, I'm glad I have tried them back out again because they were getting a bit lonely at the back of the drawer. So yeah, not anymore. I'm going to put them in my big My Kitco brush bag actually, because I do forget about them in here. But this is a really good bag. The bag comes with it. So I can just use that for travelling. But yeah, I don't think they are too pricey either for how many you get. I think you get 14 or 15. And yeah, just amazing quality all round really. So I would highly recommend those if you are looking for a good brush set. But that is the end of the products that I am loving at the moment. These are like my absolute favourites. And yeah, I hope you've enjoyed it. Just a bit of a chill video. Again, in another hoodie. Another video, another hoodie. What can I say? This is just how I live now in winter. Even though it's sunshine outside and I'm actually getting a bit warm now. But we'll ignore that. We'll ignore that. The sun is getting in my way now though. It's really frustrating me. But it's fine, we're at the end of the video. So yeah, if you did enjoy this video, please remember to like, subscribe and hit the bell to make sure you miss none of my future videos. Remember, I post every Wednesday and Sunday 8:30 p.m, so be sure to tune in for that. And feel free to leave a nice comment or anything like that. Feel free to like, share, do your thing, you know. I just want to say one big last thank you for watching, and I shall see you all in my next video. Bye guys.